How many times have you heard, you just need more self-discipline? It's everywhere: books, podcasts, motivational speeches. But here's the shocking truth: self-discipline might be overrated. Think about this. A 2011 study from Case Western Reserve University found that willpower is a limited resource. The more you rely on it, the faster it runs out. It's like trying to run a marathon on a single tank of gas. No wonder so many people feel exhausted and stuck. Here's another surprising fact. According to the National Science Foundation, the average person makes 35,000 decisions every day. That's right, 35,000. Every decision, big or small, drains your mental energy. The more decisions you make, the less willpower you have left for important things. So, is discipline really the answer? Here's the good news: you don't need superhuman willpower to succeed. What if you could grow, achieve your goals, and stay consistent without relying on sheer force? That's exactly what we're diving into. In this video, I'll show you how to hack habits, outsource willpower, and work smarter, not harder. Ready to change the way you think about self-discipline? Let's get started. Chapter 1. The myth of iron will. Self-discipline has been sold to us as the holy grail of success. But here's the thing: relying on willpower alone is a recipe for burnout. In fact, studies show willpower is like a muscle. It depletes the more you use it. According to research by Roy Baumeister, the psychologist who coined the term ego depletion, our self-control is finite. No wonder we crumble at the sight of chocolate cake after a long, stressful day. Instead of forcing yourself, imagine designing a life where success feels natural. James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, says, "You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems." It's not about discipline, it's about creating environments that do the heavy lifting for you. For example, want to work out more? Don't rely on sheer will. Lay out your workout clothes the night before or commit to meeting a friend at the gym. This removes decision fatigue and sets you up for action. A Stanford study revealed that people who paired gym visits with social commitments were 38% more consistent over time. Less force, more flow. Chapter 2. The Lazy Genius Blueprint. Let's face it, nobody wants to work harder than they need to. That's where the lazy genius approach comes in. The idea isn't to avoid effort entirely but to channel it where it matters most. Be a genius about what matters and lazy about what doesn't, says Kendra Adaki, the author of The Lazy Genius Way. The secret is to prioritize. What's truly important to you? Spend your energy there and automate or ignore the rest. For instance, instead of obsessing over a perfect morning routine, pick one keystone habit that changes everything. Adaki suggests starting small. Make your bed. It's simple, and it gives you a win right away. Here's a fun example. If meal planning feels overwhelming, try the capsule menu strategy. Pick 5 meals you love and rotate them weekly. It's not boring, it's efficient. Studies show we make over 35,000 decisions daily, and reducing those choices improves focus and reduces stress. Another tip? Use friction strategically. If you're wasting time doom scrolling at night, put your phone in another room before bed. Friction can be your best friend when it comes to eliminating bad habits. Chapter 3. Momentum over motivation. Motivation is fickle. Some days you wake up ready to conquer the world, other days, even brushing your teeth feels like climbing Everest. That's why momentum beats motivation every time. Think of it as compounding interest, but for habits. Take the 2-minute rule, for example. Productivity expert David Allen suggests starting with a task that takes no more than 2 minutes. Whether it's writing the first sentence of an email or laying out your workout mat, the key is just to begin. Once you're in motion, inertia keeps you going. Newton's first law applies to habits, too. Here's a powerful stat. B.J. Fogg, author of Tiny Habits, found that starting small increases success by over 300%. Why? Because small wins rewire your brain to crave more success. The dopamine hit you get from completing one micro task creates a ripple effect. Need another reason to prioritize momentum? It's science-backed. Researchers at the University of Illinois found that breaking large tasks into smaller, achievable chunks boosted productivity by 25%. Instead of finishing a book, aim to read one page. Instead of completing a project, start with a 10-minute brainstorm. Like what you're learning so far? Don't forget to subscribe for more smart strategies to achieve your goals without burning out. Chapter 4. Habit hacking for the unmotivated. Let's be honest. Most of us don't feel motivated 24/7. The good news? You don't have to be. Habit hacking is about making small tweaks to your environment and routines so good habits stick without extra effort. A fascinating study from Duke University found that habits account for 40% of our daily behaviors. That means almost half of what we do is automatic. If you can shape those habits, you win the game. Start by using triggers to anchor new habits. For example, if you want to drink more water, place a glass by your coffee machine. That way, every time you make coffee, you'll remember to hydrate. Another hack? Bundle your habits with something you already enjoy. Behavioral economist Katie Milkman calls this temptation bundling. Love listening to podcasts? Save your favorite episodes for workout time. You'll actually look forward to exercising. And don't forget about rewards. Neuroscience shows that habits are reinforced when the brain associates them with a positive outcome. Give yourself a high five, literally, or celebrate small wins to keep the momentum alive. Chapter 5. Outsource your willpower. Why go it alone when you can let tools, people, and systems help? Outsourcing willpower is like using a cheat code for productivity. You create external structures that keep you on track, even when your motivation dips. One of the simplest ways to outsource willpower is through accountability. Studies from the American Society of Training and Development show that having an accountability partner increases goal achievement by 65%. Share your goals with a friend, hire a coach, or join a group with similar objectives. Technology can also do the heavy lifting. Apps like Habitica gamify your tasks, turning them into quests. Want to stay off social media? Use apps like Freedom or Focus to block distractions during work hours. These tools act like virtual self-control assistants. Even small hacks like putting your alarm clock across the room can work wonders. You're outsourcing the get out of bed decision to the physical reality of having to turn it off. It's simple but surprisingly effective. Chapter 6. Becoming effortlessly productive. What if productivity wasn't about working harder but aligning your actions with your energy? This is where effortless productivity comes in. It's not about grinding, it's about flow. Start by identifying your peak energy hours. Research from the American Psychological Association shows that people are most alert during a 2-hour window in their circadian rhythm. For many, this is mid-morning or early afternoon. Use that time for deep, focused work, and save low-energy tasks like email for later. One powerful concept is energy matching. Instead of forcing yourself to tackle tasks when you're drained, sync them with your energy levels. For example, do brainstorming when you're energized and routine tasks when you're tired. Another tip? Batch similar tasks together. This reduces task switching cost, which the University of California, Irvine, found can waste up to 23 minutes every time you switch tasks. Grouping emails, calls, or errands keeps your brain in one mode, saving mental energy. Thanks for sticking around. If you found these strategies helpful, hit subscribe for more tips to achieve your goals without stress. Let's grow smarter, together.